Hey friends, welcome to my channel. I'm really pumped about this episode because today we are changing it up a bit to discuss Snapchat ads, which is actually something that many of you had asked me for, so I'm really excited to share my experience on the platform. Now, I have been using Snapchat ads since April 2020 of this year, and frankly, it's been a slam dunk for many of my clients. If you've seen a few of my recent videos, then you know how big I am about diversifying your ad dollars, and I have found that one of the best ways to do this is to use Snapchat ads. So this is why I was really excited a few weeks ago when Snapchat reached out to me about a partnership. Now, I have turned down all other partnership offers so far for this channel, and yes, I have had a few, but Snapchat is something I've already recommended on this channel, and it's a platform I really believe in. So for my subscribers, Snapchat is actually offering you free credits to try out their platform, but I'll get into that more at the end. First, I want to talk about the 5 reasons why I think you should try out Snapchat. So number 1, the costs are way cheaper on Snapchat. It's no secret that Facebook is getting more and more expensive as a platform. But on Snapchat, I've actually found that the CPMs or cost per thousand impressions range anywhere from $1 to $2.25 more recently. In comparison, the average CPM on Facebook as of September 2020 is $12.59. So on Snapchat, you're gonna be able to get in front of way more people at a lot cheaper price. Which leads me to number 2, because I know what you're probably thinking. You're wondering, how qualified is all of this cheap traffic? So in my experience, the lookalike targeting is actually stronger on Snapchat. And here's why. The lookalikes are based on a much longer look back window. So on Facebook, you can track and target your pixel purchasers or your website visitors for 180 days. But on Snapchat, you can do that for 395 days, which is more than double of the amount of data. In my experience, that has led to higher return. Additionally, on Facebook, you can create lookalike audiences at a 1%, 2%, 3%, all the way up to 10%. And you can also segment those so you could do like a 4 to 5%. However, on Snapchat, it's way more simpler. You only have 3 options of lookalikes. So number 1, you have a similarity audience. These people are most similar to your seed audience. So it's kind of like your 1% lookalike audience. Number 2, you have a balance that's somewhere in the middle. And then 3, you have a reach. This is more broad. And number 3, the interest targeting is a little bit more sophisticated. And I think it also encourages marketing towards certain types of humans or avatars as opposed to straight interest targeting like on Facebook. So I know that's kind of nuanced, so I'm actually going to hop into the platform now and show you exactly what I mean. So in Snapchat, once you're at the ad set level, there are going to be 2 main sections you're going to want to pay attention to, and that's your demographics and your audiences. Now, your demographics look super similar to Facebook, so you have age, gender, language, but their advanced demographics section is actually where it gets interesting. So unlike Facebook that took away this feature, in Snapchat, you can still target things like household income. And the third-party data they use here is super accurate, so that's a great lever to pull. Additionally, there are also some other things in here like parents, life events, pretty similar to what Facebook has. Now, when you get to the audiences section here, you're going to have predefined audiences and custom audiences. And like Facebook, custom audiences are for your custom lists, retargeting pools, and your lookalike audiences. Your predefined audiences are going to be like your interest targeting on Facebook. But again, I think Snapchat is a little bit more human focused as opposed to being interest focused. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Now, when you get to this predefined audiences section, you're going to have 4 different categories to select from. There's a lot of really cool things in here, but you guys are going to need to check it out yourself or else we could be here all day. Now, for lifestyles, you can actually target the different kind of lifestyles people lead, like clubbers and party people, do-it-yourselfers, hipsters and trendsetters. Tons of interesting things in there. As for shoppers, you can actually detail the kind of shoppers you're looking for, like luxury apparel shoppers, grocery shoppers, or pet owners. Inside of viewers, this is going to be mostly for the different kinds of movies people like or TV shows that people view. In visitors, now this is going to be the different kinds of locations that people actually visit, like, you know, bank visitors, so the difference between Bank of America and Citibank and Chase. And retail visitors, like different kinds of department stores like JCPenney or Kohl's. There's a lot of really cool things in here as well. Now, the 4th reason why you should try out Snapchat is the interface is a lot more simpler than Facebook. So if you're already pretty familiar with Facebook ads, you're going to find learning Snapchat to be a total breeze. And what's great about this too is Snapchat actually helps you learn their platform quicker in 2 major ways. Number 1, Snapchat ads actually offers a free certification that you can complete in as little as an afternoon, and I'll be sure to link that below. Additionally, anybody who spends money on Snapchat is automatically assigned a rep who is going to help you navigate the platform, learn how to set up your campaigns, and and also act as a really valuable resource for you. And number 5, which is probably the biggest one of them all, the results frankly speak for themselves. So for one of my clients, I've actually spent over $100,000 on Snapchat ads this year, and the average ROAS I've had for that is a tracked 6.72. However, if you've ever advertised on both Facebook ads and Google ads, you know that over attribution is a major problem. So yes, we were still advertising on both of those other platforms this year. So I want to show you something really interesting that happened when we started advertising with Snapchat. Here are our sales for the month of March 2020. This month we grossed about $250,000 in revenue, and this is when we were not advertising on Snapchat. We started advertising with Snapchat the next month in April 2020, and our sales more than doubled in that single month. Additionally, those numbers actually sustained throughout the rest of summer 2020 in a pandemic. And one of the big reasons why we were able to grow so much was definitely due to Snapchat, but I do want to offer a disclosure here, because your advertising channels cannot be expected to pull the full weight of a rapid growth spurt like that. So I also want to let you know that in April 2020, we also implemented SMS marketing, which was huge for our retargeting pools. FYI, we were already using email before this time. But if you've seen some of my past videos, you already know what a fan I am of pairing Snapchat ads with SMS marketing. And because I'm really committed to giving you guys the full picture of what I really think about these ad platforms, there are a few things I want you to watch out for on Snapchat ads. Number 1 is that you can't actually optimize for purchase or add to cart immediately. You actually have to have 50 of these events tracked on your Snapchat pixel. It's just something for you to be aware of. And number 2, you can't actually duplicate campaigns or ad sets. So I do find that that campaign build out process takes a little bit longer. However, you can preload all of your ad creative. So I do find that speeds up the creation process a little bit more, but I do kind of wish that we were able to duplicate those ad sets just to make it go a little bit faster. Additionally, another really big objection I always hear is that people think that Snapchat is just a bunch of teenagers. However, I have some really interesting data on that for you. So Snapchat actually reaches 75% of all 13 to 34-year-olds in the USA and 90% of all 13 to 24-year-olds. So yes, this is definitely a platform you need to check out if you have a slightly younger audience. However, if you still have segments of your customers that are between the ages of 25 to 34, this definitely tells me that you still need to check out Snapchat. So like I said at the beginning of this video, Snapchat and I have a partnership to offer you free credits to test out the platform. And this is a really great offer for business owners who want to diversify their spend, which I think is a complete necessity during cyber season 2020 as we head into the 2021 year. And essentially the way that it works is you have to sign up with my link below. Yes, you need to create your account through this link. And if you spend $1,000 on this account, Snapchat is going to give you an additional $1,000 for free. So if you're a media buyer or a business owner, you know what a huge offer this is. I also have a slightly lower tiered offer if that's more your style, but I highly recommend you take advantage of the $1,000 offer so that you can make a robust $2,000 test for half the price. If you have any more questions about my experience with Snapchat, please leave me a comment below. I'm really active in the comment section, and I'm also really committed to making sure that you have the best possible experience on the platform. Like I said, 2020 is your year to diversify your ad spend, and this is one of the best ways that I found to do it. So I'm really committed to making sure you have a great experience with your advertising and growing your business, not just on these ad platforms. So that's all for today. Have a great week, everyone. I'll see you next week. Bye.